CEO Ronald from Creative Difference. I want to talk to you about a new pad from TruCut by CTD. It's called P5000D. I'm going to explain the P, I'm going to explain the D, and how you can change your ball reaction whether you're doing it by hand or on a ball spinner. The key to this whole process is starting out with the base grit of 3,000. So you need your bowling ball to be at a 3,000 grit base before you begin. I've got a ball surface scanner here, so we're going to go ahead and check this bowling ball out to show you exactly how it works. So it's scanning right at 3,000 grit. That's the right grit. Now here's how the process works. If you want to get to 4,000 grit, you do it by hand. So Abe's actually going to sand the bowling ball by hand. Just going to go in a normal process. And we're using it dry, which is fine. Just go around the ball. Just like that. This is what you could do if you wanted to do it. You could do this actually in practice. You'll notice he'll do half the ball, then he'll flip the other half of the ball over and do the other half. And what we're doing is we're actually changing the surface from 3,000 to 4,000. We're using a very unique technology here that allows us to change the actual surface of the bowling ball by hand or by spinner. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll use a little bit of purple stuff in a microfiber pad. Just to kind of wipe off any of the excess dust. You can kind of see some of the dust on the pad over there. You're gonna wipe that off. All right. You can do this before or after competition. You cannot do it during competition. This is before and after only. All right, perfect. So now you can see the pad. All right, and we'll actually scan the ball again. So now the ball, so he's close, right? He's in between. He's in between right there. So he's right about 3,500. So go ahead and go over it one more time, just a little bit more. Cover the whole ball just a little bit more. You can actually see as he's doing it, the ball is actually starting to shine itself up, which is good. And this is the process that you would use to be able to get your ball to go from 3,000 to 4,000. Flip it over, do the other side, and you can see it. I mean, it's pretty obvious. The bowling ball is starting to change appearance. It's getting a little bit shinier. And this is one of the reasons why we decided not to make a 4,000 grit pad, because we actually have the ability to go to 3,000 to 4,000. And as you'll see when we put it on a ball spinner, we'll be able to get to 5,000. Okay, so we'll clean it off again. A little purple stuff, little pad. Perfect, the ball looks good. The ball's very tacky. You can actually hear it squeaking in his hand. All right, so now let's take a look at that surface. All right. So we'll scan it. There we go, right at 4,000. You can see it's right at 4,000, which is what we want. Now, here's what's cool about the P5000D pad. We can go from 3,000 to 4,000 by just simply using it dry. But you can also get to 5,000. So now what we're gonna do is take the ball, go over to the ball spinner, and we're gonna go through the typical process that one would use in order to sand their bowling ball. So in this case, a little bit of water on the pad. And it's just gonna follow the normal process, 4 sides of the bowling ball. And you won't need as much water because the pad doesn't cut as aggressively as some of the other pads. So it'll just follow the normal process, but won't use as much water. You just don't need as much water because there's not as much cutting going on. But he's actually gonna bring this bowling ball up to 5,000. The P in the P5000D actually stands for polishing. This pad is designed to be a polishing pad, and you're gonna kind of see why here in a second. The D is for dual grit, because we actually have the ability to go from 4,000 by hand, as you just saw, or 5,000 as you're getting ready to see when you use a ball spinner. This is a revolutionary pad for the bowling industry, and we're really excited to be able to bring it to you. All right, he's got one more side to go. And you can see the bowling ball is getting shiny. We're using a very, very unique technology developed with our partner to get this pad to do this. This is a very, very cool process. Okay, so now the ball's been hit on all 4 sides. We'll go back over here and wipe it off again with purple stuff and a pad just to get the little bit of excess off, and then we'll scan it one more time and see what that final scan comes out. But you can look at the bowling ball and tell that it's polished. Ultra, ultra tacky. So now we'll scan the ball again. You can see it's at 5,000. 5,000 is that finish now. So now you can see how you can go from a 4,000 grit to a 5,000 grit, which is going to dramatically change your ball reaction and give you a range that you can play around with depending on what you're trying to do. For more information, make sure you check us out at ctdbowling.com. Ronald Hicklin, CEO from Creating the Difference. Have a great day.